Rebounding totals from that game, and his team was at a severe disadvantage. You can't expect to win the game when you're only getting one attempt every time down the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get some extra possessions, and clearly they were inferior in that area of the game. And you were right on top of it, Steve. For a little guy, that's pretty observant that rebounding would be a stat that you would be able to lock into.
He got right to the cup using that screen. Aldridge has got 5.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Beal against Williams. Beal can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Beal against Williams. Lillard attacking. Aldridge trying to break free. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Williams.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Outside Pierce. Nene with the screen on Batum to end the run. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Washington ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 10.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pierce dishes the wall. Just 4 to shoot. That is good.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lillard, the pass to Batum. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks to Batum. Right side, Batum. That is good. Batum's got his first basket of the night.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Beal gets a wide open look. Beal with another miss.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
And Williams, here we go. And he gets it to go. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Now here's Beal. 9-point game his last outing.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Portland leading by 4. Williams has a screen for Lillard. Off the screen. Misses off the right iron.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Clippers, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Portland, right now quite a ways down below.
I think for the Trailblazers, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings.
Lillard against Wall. Can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for him to get that victory. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Williams with the ball. Now Beal defending. Williams kicks to Lillard. Back to Williams. Rejected by Pierce. And they get it back. That's good.
And the story of this game in the early stages, just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Damian Lillard. They are loving what they've seen from him over the last month. Those stat lines in scoring, and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
And I think this is a good time, Steve, to touch on his scoring average again. I mean, as you pointed out, it's top 15 in the league, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Now here's Wall, averaging 14 points a game. Humphries dishes to Nene, and he gets the bucket.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Lillard the pass to Williams. Outside Batum. Williams kicks to Lillard. Shoots from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks, Doris.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket. So both teams changing it up here. McCollum dishes to Williams. Launches it. Good on the shot. Williams has got 5.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Williams passes to Nene. Nene, right side, and it comes off the front of the rim. Trailblazers leading by 9. Williams with a clean look. Another miss by Williams. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams kicks to McGuire. Back to Williams. Shoots the 3. And that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Williams, a screen on Williams. McCollum kicks to Leonard. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, this is an important game for him, guys. He's back in his hometown. I think that could be a factor. You know, he's around a lot of friends and family, maybe getting a little home cooking, but you always want to play well when you're in front of your own crew.
Into Nene. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
He doesn't get the second one.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
They grab their own miss. Robinson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
And that one misses. And the offensive rebounds leading to second chance points.
Yep, Kevin, and they have 6 in this quarter. And you know what? That's always a good sign in terms of a team that's focused and energetic. I mean, when you can get to that offensive glass, you're doing some work.
The shot's good from McGuire.
Trailblazers timeout.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Williams sets a screen from McCollum. The feed to Williams. Over to the left wing. Six to shoot. They get a hand on it. Williams with the steal. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Porter's running. The pass to Williams. Nene at the elbow. From 18 feet away. Another one falls for Washington. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. McCollum dishes to Williams. Pass to McCollum. McCollum off a pick from Williams. McCollum kicks to Williams. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. Joining us, Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Robinson and Aldridge down low. Damian Lillard out there with Williams, and it's Batum in at the 3 slot. Now here's Williams. Feeds to Aldridge. Lets it go from 14. Robinson. Missed inside. Wizards trail by 4. Here is McGuire. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And Washington making a change here. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Lillard attacking. Here's Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club. Right around 78% as a team.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year. But not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Knight with a screen on Lillard. Felton against Lillard. Felton kicks to Knight. Back to Felton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Humphries. Boom, he jams it straight down. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here is Williams after the basket by Washington. Outside, Batum, 18 feet out. Offensive rebound. Williams kicks to Batum. Left side, Williams. It's Lillard, top of the key. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight. Wizards trail by 6. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The prodigy in their last time out against the Jazz did not have a great showing. He chipped in his share of points and added 3 rebounds as well. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, Clark, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
And as a result, Kevin, I know we'll see him be more focused here. I mean, he does not like to lose or play poorly.
And sometimes in the NBA, that's what happens. You have a bad one, and it refocuses you. You know, an 82-game schedule wears you down. Sometimes you need a bad performance to kind of rekindle the fire.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean,